Hey there, welcome to tonight's micro masterclass where we're going to talk all about launching an expert business. So if you've ever wanted to launch a business as an expert, this micro masterclass is for you. We're going to go probably about 15-20 minutes depending on how chatty I get. This is going to be short, sweet, but you're going to get tons of value from it. So stay till the very end where I have something special and unique for those who take this micro masterclass. And yeah, it's super exciting. So let's go ahead and dive right in. Well, just a quick reminder to grab your pen and paper, maybe even just start taking pictures of the slides. If it's got something on there that you need to remember, take a picture. That's what I always do. Now, just a little bit about me. I'm your host, Claudia Garcia. If you've never seen me before, welcome to my channel, to my LinkedIn, to my Instagram, if that's where you found me, or perhaps somebody referred you to me and I somehow landed in your inbox. Welcome. I have been in healthcare for over a decade now as a healthcare entrepreneur. Started as a marketing company. Then we started offering services to providers, credentialing, contracting, and later down the road added staffing and recruitment. The entire time I was consulting the private practices on these different pillars and services that we offer. And I've just been having a blast for the last 15, 16 years. So today I want to show you how it's possible to make multiple six figures every year as an expert having your own business. And so let's talk about what that looks like, what it requires. And this is very basic, but it's stuff that you just can't skip. So you got to know the stuff that we're going to talk about. So a little bit more about me. So this is just a little history about how I grew my small business. I launched with one client. Actually, it was the very employer who underpaid me and the place where I felt undervalued. But I was doing such a great job that when I decided to launch, I asked him if he would be my very first client, and he was in. So I started with one, and one led to another and another and another. I grew a pretty nice sized team at one point. And then in 2019, I found out I was having a baby, and I decided to slow all things down and then decided to take my business 100% online. Yeah, so whoever worked for me worked remotely, and I also began to serve my clients remotely. Another thing I decided to do was to take my marketing offline and fully online, and that's when I started to do the digital marketing versus the face-to-face marketing. In 2020, I moved to Austin, Texas, where I was able to grow a client of mine, a staffing client of mine. I built out their travel nursing department. It was during the pandemic. We had massive growth during that time, about 12 million in total revenue that was generated during the 2.5 years that I was with them. And it was a really great adventure. So I'm here now, and I stayed in Texas. We love it here. We're a little bit more country now, not really in the city, but we are super happy. So this is a little bit about my why. Everyone should have a why. If you don't have a why, your business will not stay around. You'll give up, right? So it's these folks in these pictures that make me persevere and go to work my office kicking and screaming even when I don't feel like it, but it's for them. And so if you have your why, I suggest put a picture of your why in your office so that you show up every day, and when you're frustrated and you're worried about there not being enough business, you're going to keep going. You're going to make that next call. You're going to send out that last email, and you're going to just keep going. So make sure you know what your why is. I just want to tell you a little bit about the perks of being a solopreneur, healthcare consultant, or coach, or service provider. When you go on your own, there are several perks, right? So I'm going to share a few of the ones that I have actually experienced over the last 15 years. And I've been able to make multiple six figures year after year being my own boss, and it's been a great feeling. I've also had just the freedom of the clock, right? So having a little one, wanting to be there for them before and after school, emergencies, doctor's appointments, you name it. Just that availability, and that has been a luxury for me. So it's just been such a huge plus. Also, I get to do what I love and work with the people that I love. Imagine that. Imagine you actually like the folks that you serve. Well, that's me. I am picky about who I work with. And I have been so blessed, like with I can brag about my doctors and all of the providers and practices that I have worked with throughout the years. They have all been absolute gems. A lot of people talk about the freedom, and I would say that sure, there's some freedom in being an entrepreneur, but the truth is that you're still working really hard and you still have to show up every single day. So just the way that you gave 110% to your employer, you would give that and more to your own business. So if you're an expert and you're selling and you're looking to sell that expertise specifically online, this is for you. Now, if you're stuck on how to grow and you're not really sure, how do I sustain this business, then you're also in the right place. And if you want to get clients on autopilot, well, I'm going to give you the foundations on how you can actually start doing this. Now, this is also really important because this might not be for you if you're not really an expert in something or don't have a product to offer. So you really do need to have that product ready to offer, at least know what it's going to be. Another reason why you probably shouldn't be on this masterclass is if you don't want to be seen online. What we're going to do actually requires you to be visible. So if that is not something you're comfortable with, then this probably isn't for you. Another thing is that if you're really hesitant about putting money if you're really hesitant about investing money into yourself and into your business and into your future, then this is also probably not for you. Now, what are we going to dive in? Because it's just a micro masterclass. What does that mean, Claudia? Why do you keep calling it a micro masterclass? Well, it just simply means that we're not going to be here all night, but we are going to talk about some really important stuff. And I'm going to just keep it exciting by moving myself around all over the screen. Okay, so what are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about the ideas and the reason why it works. Like, why have an expert business? Then we're going to share some of the benefits. And then we're going to talk about your personal brand and your offer. What does that look like? So let's dive right in. All right. So this is exciting. More than half of the US labor force will be freelance by 2027. This kind of makes me chuckle because I don't think that all these people wanted to be freelance. I think a lot of people are going to be forced to be freelancers. And the market is really changing. The way we do business is changing. If you are coached by me, I'm going to show you how to use contractors, partners, and collaborators so you don't have to have the overhead of a ton of employees and I'll show you how to keep your business extremely lean. I think that corporate America is just going that way. And so we're going to see a lot of freelancers by the year 2027, which is not too far away. Not only that, but I believe because we have so much access to information, tools, and now with AI, that we really are going to have the ability to start a business a lot easier, even a lot easier than it was when I first started over 15 years ago. So let's go ahead and look at another stat, or a couple other stats, I should say. So according to LinkedIn, the market for healthcare consulting services was $12.63 billion in 2021, and it's estimated to reach to 2294, which is like $23 billion by the year 2028. That means means that this business that you and I are talking about right now is actually going to continue to grow. It's not going anywhere. So people are like, AI might replace consultants. Well, AI can replace a lot of things. But if you know how to use AI and implement AI, then you're going to be okay. So we'll talk about that later. Actually, we're not talking about it in this masterclass, just so I can back up. But if you work with me, we got you covered with all the AI stuff. It's not as scary as you think. Global consulting is also going to grow. It looks like it's going to reach 41 billion by 2026. So guys, we're talking about this business that actually is this industry and the things that you and I are doing, it's going to continue to grow. It's not going anywhere. So don't be scared. Everybody's getting scared with AI. Don't get scared. All right, so let's talk about the benefits. I shared with you my benefits, but I want to go over the benefits that you are actually probably desiring right now. So that's freedom of time, right? So we talked about this. I like my why was, hey, I want to have the freedom to pick up my kid from school, right? I want to have the freedom to go jump on a plane and go visit my elderly parents. I wanted to take care of myself so bad. So I just didn't want to give my entire life to a company that was mistreating me. And so this business allows for you to have freedom of time and to take care of yourself. What else? Well, flexibility and independence. With your service, you get to dictate what's in your offer, what you serve and what you do. And you also get to say how much you charge. That's pretty cool, right? So if you know your value, you're going to make some great money. And like I said, I have sustained a small business, making multi-six figures year after year. And I am no one special. So if you know me, yeah, I'm fun and clients like me. But you have what I have. You know your stuff and people need you. All right, so what qualifies you? Some people will get stuck on this and go but am I really qualified to do this expert business that you're talking about? And the answer is yes, if you know your stuff, okay? And I'm going to say that over and over. Do you know something that can transform someone's life or business? Are you an expert? Are you a problem solver? Are you great with do you have these awesome analytical skills? And are you a good communicator? Hey, that's what's required. You gotta have that. Here's some type of consulting services that that folks are offering right now, specifically in healthcare. But this is also transferable to any field. So finance and other areas. So strategic, operational, regulatory compliance, IT, and financial. And I should have put AI on there, but I guess we'll just throw it under technology. So how do you prove to people that you're the expert? Well, hopefully you have some testimonials. If you don't, you will get them as you run your business. Get some references, case studies, talk about the things you've done on the job. If you've created massive transformation for your employer, then let's talk about it and show the proof. But before you can start your expert business, you need to determine a few things. And so we're going to talk about these things. Who do you serve? Do you know who you serve? Because we can't serve everybody. What transformation do you deliver? Do you know what your customer or client will get after they work with you? And can you actually promise that? So here's the thing. There's going to be disclaimers if you're a coach or consultant, because your client actually has to do their part in order for them to receive the transformation. Unless it's a done for you product. But when it's a done with you or just mere consulting and you're giving somebody a roadmap they have to implement, it's going to really be up to them. But if they were to implement and follow your instruction, would they receive this transformation? that you're saying that they're going to get, right? So think about that. Do you know what makes you unique and why somebody would hire you over the other million healthcare consultants and coaches out right now? What makes you unique? When I think about this, what makes me really unique is just my area of focus. So, for a private practice, they think it's really cool that I not only know marketing, but I actually know how to get them into networks so that they can reach more patients. And then I also know how to find them the best staff as their practice grows. So, I'm able to give them the whole shebang when it comes to like growth strategies and solutions. So that makes me unique in my space. I think it makes me unique in my space. Your professional brand. So after you know who you're going to serve, what the transformation is, what your unique value proposition is, or what makes you unique, then we're going to make sure that you have a professional brand. And what does that look like? Well, really, you're the brand, you're the walking billboard. And nowadays, we are advertising ourselves wherever we show up online. So you are going to showcase your expertise and knowledge of the problem that you solve. Now, how do you create brand authority and stand out in a crowded market? Well, that is a really great question and one that people struggle with. And so this is what I've done. I speak to one target client. Well, for me, it's a little different. So I don't want you guys to compare myself because I am almost 2 decades into a business. You're brand new out of a bit, just starting your business. I want you to think about one target client, one problem, one message, and then you just say it over and over and over again and speak to one person. It makes it so much easier than when you're trying to talk to an entire crowd of people. So just talk to your one person, talk about the one problem that you solve, and say it over and over and over again until people are sick of you. They're never going to get sick of you, I promise. All right, so sharing your expertise is really going to be the key to growing your brand. Now, where do you start? Because everyone is saying go on Instagram, go on TikTok, go on LinkedIn, go on YouTube. Oh my gosh, have you made it onto Reddit yet? No. So for me, I decided that if I was going to do something, I had to choose one. Otherwise, I just wasn't going to do anything at all. I would freeze. So I chose LinkedIn. So choose a platform where you can make a promise to yourself that you're going to show up every single day. If you haven't heard about the 7-11-4 rule, it's that your clients have to see you, or prospects have to see you, leads have to see you, for 7 hours. They have to have 7 hours of content of you. We're talking about 7 hours of video for them to binge and watch. This is why I do YouTube. It is a great way to build trust. Also, 11 touch points. That might be like they heard from you 11 times from a DM to an email message to you were chatting with them through Instagram, whatever it is that you were doing, but they have had 11 touch points or interactions with you. Perhaps they sat on a workshop, they sat on a LinkedIn Live, whatever that is, they've had those interactions. And also they're able to find you on 4 different channels. Yes. Oh my gosh. I just told you to focus on one and you're like, but you just told me to focus on one. And now we're talking about 4. Well, you're going to start with 1, and then you're going to go ahead and take that content and toss it right into the other channels. This is not going to be that hard. If you work with me, I am going to show you how to do this without losing your mind. So let's keep going. So I'm just giving you guys a few examples of where you can showcase your brand authority on a podcast, YouTube, LinkedIn. LinkedIn Lives are a great way to do this. Great place to do this. Social media, as I mentioned, yep, LinkedIn is my jam. This is actually really old. I have now over 12,000 followers, which is really cool because I've gotten 2,000 followers in 1 year. And the really cool thing about me is that I've never gone viral, but I have LinkedIn millions in corporate clients on LinkedIn for my clients. So, yeah. And if you work with me, I'll show you exactly how to do it and how to use this platform to your advantage. So now let's talk about the offer, because this micro masterclass is almost over. We are going to hit the 30-minute mark, and I wanted to finish right at the 30 minutes. So we said 20 minutes, but like I said, sometimes we get a little chatty when we go over. So keep your offer simple. Start with a freebie where you can give them some free value, but blow them away with that freebie. I have a LinkedIn profile checklist, and I recently called it like a quick fix profile checklist. And people always message me and they're like, that was so good. Like, it was so good. I literally have pictures and snapshots of every little section on your LinkedIn profile telling you in detail what you need to do. So my freebie is, I put time and effort into my freebie. I didn't chat GPT my freebie. In fact, I actually built it out like a couple of years ago and then just have updated it through time. I decided on a checklist because it's easy. It doesn't need to be an ebook or anything longer, a big product. You can also do something as simple as this. This is a freebie. So this mini micro masterclass is also a freebie, right? It can be the freebie. It's the entry product to who you are, how you serve people, and the value that you're going to give them. Then you can come up with a mid-ticket, which Daniel Priestley talks about the mid-ticket being sort of like the best place for people. And then you can go with like a high ticket, which is a done with you product or service or done for you. And an example of that would be is if we do credentialing services, that's a done for you service. And the doctors pay, like X amount per year to be part of to get serviced by our company. All right, so you want to make this offer super clear. You want to have a path to checkout, and it should be so easy to find. Have you ever wanted to work with someone and then you go to look for like their website, their link, their offer, and you can't find it? That is so frustrating. So make sure that if you're showing up and you're the brand, you're the expert online, that they're able to contact you. And besides a DM, give them the opportunity to purchase something from you. And that's where digital products come in, a semi-passive way to get income. Because this is not, everyone's like passive income, passive income. It's really not completely passive. You still have to nurture people into buying these digital products, and you're still doing a lot of work to win trust, to gain trust for, in order for people to even purchase these products. So yeah, they're, I guess, semi-passive, meaning that you could be on the beach, sipping on a margarita, and somebody can buy your workshops and you can make $500 right there and then. It's happened to me before. So it's pretty cool if you have some digital products. And again, if you work with me, I'll teach you how to do all this stuff and have it on autopilot. For you healthcare consultants, you can also offer things like SOPs, checklists, trainings, again, mini workshops, intensives. You can do a VIP day where you spend time with somebody consulting them for like 4 hours. So I will sit with you and build out your entire business in one day. So that's something like that you can offer to people. So what's next? Well, if you have a business right now, you need clients. So I want to be the one to teach you how to get clients because that's the most important thing. So if you are ready to work with me, I would love for you to choose one of these products. I have a 5-day LinkedIn accelerator. It is only $97. The value is way over $1,200. I do this again as a low ticket entry so that you can come into my world, fall in love with everything I'm teaching you, and then join me. Some of you we'll skip the accelerator and go right into my 90-day business in a box. And I literally create your business for you, put it together in a package. It's running for you. It's actually done with you. So we do it together. It's not like I'm going to build your business without you in it, but we build it together. We get it done in 90 days. And the whole point of what we do is to make your business the kind of business that just is constantly getting leads and constantly getting new clients. We do not promise that you're going to get 100 clients a month, but our goal is to get you 2 to 5 brand new clients at a high ticket price. Okay. So if your high ticket is 5K and we can bring you 2 clients a month, you're making your 6 figures, right? So that's the goal. This is exclusive for those who actually have a product and are ready to work. This is not for somebody who doesn't have a product yet. So you have to have a proven product that somebody has already purchased, and you have proof that it works and that you're able to deliver transformation. And then we will build out your business in a box specifically for client acquisition. All right, so you can apply today to join me for either one of these or both. It's up to you. I'm so happy that you took this micro masterclass. Thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful night and God bless.